forgotten what it was I was going to say.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Anyway, I mean, you weren't to know. Sit down. That'll have to go now. I can't develop the second half of the paragraph because I can't remember exactly what he felt guilty about. It's a good subject, guilt.
Yes, very.
You want a bottle of beer?
No, thanks. I've just had...
It's all right. It's all right. It's only the local stuff. Bernard Charlton, eh? Bernard Charlton. Oh, this is good of you. I didn't think there was any chance you'd actually turn up.
Well, you are a bit out of the way. But I had to come up on other business, so I thought I'd drop in.
I see. That was a good article you wrote.
It seemed to do the job. We got quite a few letters from people wanting to take up the points I'd made. The paper ran the correspondence for about a week.
All our best novelists may be hidden, you said. That's what got me going. That's what made me write here. Yeah, you're right. We are hidden. Suppressed, I'd say. The writers who are still writing with a spirit, the only true inspiration, are being kept down. And it's not because we misunderstood either. Now they're afraid of us.
Is that a window you've boarded up?
Yes, it admits their light. I find that degrading. I prefer this electric thing. At least it comes from within the room and I control it. And don't talk to me about the bloody sun, nature and the raw and all that. I mean, that's anarchy matter. You expected a younger man? Yeah, it's a lot of vigour and invention in my writing and my letters. That letter, that short letter, it got you going. It brought you here. I mean, what they won't face up to is the truth behind what I say.
Which is what?
We're trying to run the universe. Oh, I agree with that. But with the human mind intact. Not just the scientific parts to the fore, but there's nothing out there. And we can put the human spirit in its proper perspective, space. I mean, it was never meant to be limited to one small planet. Its environment has always been limitless. Limitless.
I see.
Energy is the key.
So you're essentially a science fiction writer?
I am not. I wouldn't contribute to that load of sentimental pseudo-scientific claptrap. Everything I write is now. We already relate to space. God, I can't get through to you.
I came to talk. You raised some interesting points in your letter. What's that you said? Man had evolved beyond the clutches of nature. He was now on his own, and his art must reflect this. That was new. It was an idea I'd never heard before.
But now you're in doubt. Now there's a chance that I'm just an old nut. That's why you employ that smile on me. I mean, what you got there? Pity, eh? You're scared to meet someone as low as this? You think I'm a bum? I'm not. That's better. Put the smile away. This is business.
Look, Mr. Myers, you don't have to put on an act for me.
Act? Who do I act for in here? I mean, where's the bloody audience, eh? I mean, I don't act for paper, you know. I could be working, not gassing to you.
You wanted to discuss my views on the modern novel.
Hey, what kind of a fool do you take me for? I need help to shift this lot. I didn't write all this for myself. This is for them. Out there.
What have you had published?
Nothing. Not a word, not a sausage.
Have you tried?
For 50 years, every publisher in the country, they're sick of me. Here comes another old man Myers.
What kind of reaction do you get?
They don't want it, or they want it rewritten.
You ever done that?
Of course I haven't. The novels are fine as they are. They don't need rewriting. They're properly finished before I send them out.
Well, very few novels get published without some editorial revision.
Nah, then the writer doesn't know his job. I don't need some bloody university graduate in English telling me how to write. Most of them couldn't chalk arse on the wall without spelling it wrongly.
Where do we start?
Well, you tell me. You know what it's like out there. I've got 32 novels, 32, that need to see the light of day. I don't know how to go about it anymore. They've won. I give in. I'm licked. My face doesn't fit or something. Help me.
One thing at a time.
Look, I'm 76. I could die at any time. Actually, I feel as if I've got another 10 years, maybe more. And I've yet to produce my best work. But I can't do it with all this anxiety about recognition.
After 50 years and 32 novels and you're only anxious? You should be desperate.
I'll leave despair to other writers. It's not my style. So what are you going to do about me?
Well, I shall have to read something first.
You'll hate it.
Maybe. Now, how about that beer?
Bastard.
It's brilliant.
You read it? All the way through?
Twice. And I repeat, it's brilliant. You have a marvelous talent. I didn't bring it back. Someone is looking at it.
Oh.
A publisher.
You'll have seen it. They all have. They've all seen.
One of his editors might, but not him. He's the managing director.
One of your contacts.
More of a friend.
He'll read it.
Oh, yes.
He won't like it.
Well, if he doesn't, there are others. We'll press on until we find someone who can appreciate your work for what it is. And don't worry. We'll get there.
Why didn't the others see what you've seen? Why has it taken so bloody long? I could kill them! The smug, ignorant bastards! They had it right in front of them!
Well, it often happens that way with an awkward, provocative writer. You experiment a lot. You're ahead of your time.
Me? Experiment? I'm a traditionalist, man. A stick in the mud. I'm just a dirty old mirror held up to nature. Jesus, I must be a reactionary.
No, you're not. It's going to take a few years for them to catch up to the point which you've taken the novel to.
Bernard, what a sentence. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I knew he wouldn't want it.
No, he's not saying that. All he's asking for is a few revisions, 2 chapters, that's all.
No.
If he did some work on them, it'll almost certainly guarantee publication.
No, the book stands.
You'd have it published within a year.
I won't change a word. Tell him to go to hell.
No, we might need him later. Oh, you're a very obstinate man, Tom. Maybe you're right. Part of me was hoping you'd say no. If you'd said yes, it would have made life easier. However, on to the next publisher.
Hey, Bernard, you're not getting fed up with this, are you?
No.
What's in it for you?
We'll win, don't worry. We'll win.
I can't pay you. I mean, you're a professional. You should get something, but I've nothing to give you.
Yeah. Well, we might as well discuss that now. Tom, I'd much rather do this for nothing, but it all comes down to time.
Oh, doesn't it just?
If I'm working on your behalf, it means I'm not working on my own. But I'll take that chance if we can cover the time with an agreement.
Whatever you say, you fix it up, I'll sign it.
Well, you could go to a literary agent.
Oh, there's no point. I've tried hundreds.
A literary agent would take 10%.
Well, you take it. You take 10%.
Well, we've got to earn something first. So, we take that to be our arrangement, all right?
Oh, that's fine by me. When I think of the weight that you've already taken off my shoulders, I mean, I'd much rather make it 20%.
No, 10 will be enough, and I'll have to earn it.
If I had anything to give you, I'd give it. I mean, as it is, I have to do a part-time job.
No, I'll get paid by results. Now, I'm off to New York next week. I'll take the novel with me. I've got quite a few contacts over there, and I'll get it read by the best. Meanwhile, what I'd like is another one to read, if I may. What I'd really like to do is to sit down and read the whole lot.
What a thought. You go mad.
No chance getting a phone put in?
No, I can't afford it.
Okay, we'll have to manage. The important thing is for you to keep working.
Oh, that I can afford. I mean, that's all I've got to offer, isn't it? I mean, look at it all. I mean, what a heap. I sometimes wonder if I've been alive at all. Sat in this room, hammering away. But we make ourselves, don't we? A man makes himself. We control our own evolution now. Yeah. We create the human spirit with our gadgets. I mean, look at me. Typewriter, electric light, paper, signs, images we make. I mean, it's got nothing to do with God anymore. Yeah, unless God's a technician. But 50 years, eh? Yesterday. Oh, I hardly noticed it pass.
Hardly bears thinking about.
All right. Look at me. I'm fitter than you are, I bet. Time is felt in proportion to what you have to do with it. I've spent mine here on this pile. A slave. Building a pyramid alone. But I'm the pharaoh as well. Aye. I ordered the work.
It's an incredible achievement, if they're all as good.
I gave you the worst one.
The worst?
Now I know you love the others. You have to. You've fallen into my trap. I've got you.
You cunning old devil. Of course, there might still be differences in opinion about detail and technique.
Yeah, I wrote that novel when I was ill one winter. It's thin in thought, confused, weak, like I was. I mean, that book, it's a shadow of what I've achieved elsewhere.
I shall have to read them all first, and then we'll see. I'm not just going to be an extension of your talent, Tom. I know what I'm talking about as well, you know. Anyway, I'm committed.
That's a big word, Bernard. I hope you won't regret it. I take this as a bargain between us. I need you, but you've got a good partner. Not one word I've written is unplanned or unconscious. It all relates. True art, Bernard. And how many writers can say that, eh? I bet you can't. Well, why, in that article of yours, there were whole sections that could have been written by a chimpanzee.
Right, all right, we'll leave that aside for the moment. Have you made a will?
Oh, look around you. I mean, this is my will.
You'll have to appoint me as your literary executor.
Ooh, I'm not dead yet.
You could die tomorrow.
Nah, no, look, I can feel it. Now that you've taken this weight off my shoulders, I could go on for 10 years, I know it. Protecting your investment?
Yes. I'll get my own solicitor to draw something up if you want to go to the trouble of making a will. I'll speak to him before I go to the States.
If you like, but you've got me around your shoulders for a long time yet, young man. Don't worry, look, I'll sign anything you want, anything. Now, look, I'll get you that other novel. Would you like the next worst one?
That's up to you. You're the one who's taking the risks.
I've never taken a risk in my life, Bernard. From a lad. I always knew that these were in me. All I had to do was dig 'em out. Dig 'em out.
Is Tom Myers in?
No, Tom, anyone here. My husband's name's Clive.
Well, that's odd. This is Kidderminster Street, isn't it?
Was this morning when the postman came. Oh, is this you're looking for?
A friend who lived here a month ago.
Oh, him? He's dead, I'm afraid. Sorry to have to tell you.
Dead?
Yeah. We're living here now.
No. No.
Hey, you all right? Come in and sit down a minute. Close to him, were you? He was anxious to sell. He'd had your friend as a sitting tenant for donkey's years. And I reckon he got fed up with the place. So he bought it. Got it cheap, too.
What actually happened to Tom?
I don't know. The landlord found him dead in the sitting room.
Sitting room?
Yeah. Our sitting room. Well, that's what we use it as.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but may I have a look at it?
Of course you can, love. Michael, I've really slaved over this room. We don't use it much. Keep it for best, you know, visitors and that kind of thing. Michael, I've put them up to make the room look bigger. He's right, isn't he? Works. Seems to go on forever.
Mrs.
Thompson.
Was there anything here when you arrived?
Here? In this room? No. It was empty, cleaned out, scrubbed. The landlord reckoned your friend wasn't too fussy about tidiness, if you know what I mean.
Did he say what he'd done with the contents?
Well, he said there was hardly anything here but papers and rubbish. He burnt them, he said, out there, out the back.
No, he'd done a thorough job. Whole lot went up in smoke.
What were you looking for?
Something I had an interest in.
That landlord shouldn't have been so hasty.
Doesn't matter. The damage is done. Thank you.
What did your friend look like?
He was old.
Did he have a beard and sometimes wear a sort of cap?
Yes. Yes, he did.
You better come back in here. Come here and stand next to me. When I stand here, he just comes out of a corridor. You can see him, can't you? It's not just me, is it?
It's Tom, honestly. It's Tom, that's him.
Get out. Get out! What are you?
Pay for the house?
5,200.
I'll give you 8,000 for it as it stands.
You'll have to talk to Clive, but I'm never setting foot in that place again.
Well, how can I get hold of your husband?
You can ring him at work. You can ring him here.
Hello, Bernard. How are you?
Tom. We can talk. You can hear me?
Images respond to images. How? Through the energy of art. Relationships, Bernard, relationships. We have a relationship.
Oh, you'll have to give me some time to get used to this.
No time, Bernard. We have a lot of work to do. Now, how did you get on in America?
Tom, all that work, we must get it back. I can't tell you how sorry I am.
America, what happened?
I got offers for both novels.
Good.
But who's going to sign the contracts?
You are.
I can't. You never signed the agreement. I brought it with me.
Bernard, you've got a lot of writing to do for me. So you can start with my signature.
Forge it?
That's not what I call it. You're working for me. I'm working for you. Put a mark on the paper, Bernard. From now on, it'll do for both of us. Go on. It's easy when you're committed.
But I need your signature to copy from.
No, Bernard, I'll guide your hand. Over the years, we're going to get very close together. Sign. You are me, Bernard. You have my mind now. We are twin selves. That's why you came to me. Now I will have a share in your life, and you will share in my death.
Tom, if you could just dictate the book.
We must go beyond that. You're a critic, Bernard. You will carp, disagree if you're left to yourself. We are possessed of each other.
30 novels for 10%. No!
Don't struggle against it, Bernard. Remember, your needs will be as small as mine were from now on. You'll be in a better position than most ghostwriters.
I don't want to do it. No, you're asking too much of me.
A habit the dead have always had. We'll be famous, Bernard. Immortal. Do you think eternity costs nothing? One must make an investment. Here beginneth the first lesson. Put some paper in. The first book of Myers, page 1, line 1.